Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I'm Ayla, and it is so wonderful to have you here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack. We're really happy you're listening. Today is going to be a great day for your English because we're talking about a tiny word that does a lot of work.
That's right, Jack. Today we are looking at the word come. Now, you probably know that come means to move toward a place, like come here. But in English, we use come in so many different ways, especially with phrasal verbs.
Oh, phrasal verbs. I know those can be a little scary for our listeners, but come is actually a very friendly word to start with. It's everywhere in daily life.
Exactly. If you learn just a few of these expressions, you will sound so much more natural when you speak. We're going to talk about coming across things, coming up with ideas, and even what to do when you feel like you're coming down with a cold.
I definitely need that last one. It's been a bit chilly lately, hasn't it? I feel like I might be getting sick myself.
Oh no, Jack. We'll have to talk about that. But before we dive deep into the lesson, how was your weekend? Did anything interesting happen?
It was actually quite busy. I spent most of Saturday cleaning out my garage. You wouldn't believe the amount of old stuff I have in there. I found some old photos from high school that I hadn't seen in years.
That's amazing. It's like a little time capsule. Did you find anything else?
I did. I actually found an old guitar I used to play. I totally forgot I had it. It was hidden behind a stack of boxes. I just happened to see it while I was moving some heavy tools.
That sounds like a great discovery. It's funny how we lose things in our own homes, isn't it? I had a similar experience last week. I was looking for my passport because I have a trip coming up, and I found a $20 bill inside an old book.
No way. Finding money is the best feeling. It's like a gift from your past self.
It really is. I wasn't even looking for money. I just found it by accident while searching for my documents. It made my whole afternoon better.
Speaking of your trip, when are you leaving?
Not for another month, but I like to be prepared. I'm trying to think of some new ideas for where to go and what to see. I want this trip to be special.
I'm sure you'll think of something great. You always have the best travel plans.
Thanks, Jack. I'm working on it. But enough about me. Let's get back to our topic for today. Did you notice how we used come in our conversation just now?
I think I did. You mentioned a trip coming up, right?
Yes, that's a perfect example. When we say something is coming up, it means it's happening soon, like a holiday, a meeting, or even a birthday.
That's a very useful one. I have a dentist appointment coming up tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm not looking forward to that.
Oh, I understand. No one likes the dentist, but it's a very common phrase. We also used another one when you were talking about your garage. You said you found those photos, but in natural English, we often say we came across them.
Ah, come across. So I came across my old guitar while I was cleaning.
Exactly. To come across something means to find it by chance or by accident. You weren't looking for the guitar, but there it was.
That makes sense. And you came across that $20 bill in your book.
Precisely. See? You're already using them perfectly. Let's talk about these a bit more deeply. Phrasal verbs with come are so common because they describe things that happen to us every day.
One that I hear all the time, especially at work, is come up with. My boss is always asking us to come up with new ways to save time.
That's a big one. To come up with means to think of an idea or a plan. It's very common in offices, schools, or even when you're deciding what to have for dinner with your family.
Hey, what should we eat tonight? Can you come up with a good idea?
Exactly. It sounds much more natural than saying, can you invent an idea? Or can you create a plan?
It's also used for excuses, right? Like if someone is late for a meeting, they might come up with a story about why they were late.
Yes, they might. He came up with a very strange excuse for being late. It shows that the person used their brain to produce that thought or idea.
I like that. It feels very active. What about when we talk about visiting someone? I know we can say visit, but I often hear people say come over.
Oh, come over is essential for your social life. If I want to invite you to my house, I wouldn't usually say, Jack, please visit my residence. That sounds way too formal. Instead, I would say, Jack, why don't you come over on Friday night?
And I would say, I'd love to come over. It sounds very friendly and relaxed.
It does. It implies a casual visit. You can come over for dinner, come over to watch a movie, or just come over to talk.
Is it the same as come by? I hear that too.
Great question, Jack. They're very similar. Come by usually implies a shorter visit, or maybe a visit without a specific plan. For example, if you are in my neighborhood, I might say, if you have time, come by and say hello.
So come over is more like a planned invitation to stay for a while, and come by is a quick stop.
Usually, but people often use them interchangeably, so don't worry too much about the difference. The important thing is that both mean visiting someone's home or office.
That's a relief. Don't worry, listeners. If you get them mixed up, people will still understand you perfectly. English is flexible like that.
It really is. Now, let's talk about one that is a bit different. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone mentions a topic you weren't expecting?
All the time, especially in meetings.
Well, we say that the topic came up.
Oh, so like your name came up in our meeting today.
Yes, that means people were talking about you. To come up means to be mentioned or discussed.
I hope they were saying nice things about me.
I'm sure they were, but it's not just for people. Problems can come up too. If you're working on a project and a new difficulty starts, you can say, a problem came up, so I will be late finishing this.
That's a very useful phrase for work. It sounds very professional, but also natural. Something came up is also a great way to cancel plans politely, right?
Exactly. If you can't meet a friend, you can just say, I'm so sorry, I can't make it tonight. Something came up. You don't even have to say what it was. It just means something unexpected happened that requires your attention.
That is a lifesaver for being polite. Now, Ayla, what about when we talk about the weather or a storm?
We often use come on or come up for weather, but there's a specific one for when something starts suddenly. If a storm is approaching, we might say a storm is coming on. But more commonly, if we are talking about feeling sick, we use come down with.
Right. Like I said earlier, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold.
Yes, to come down with, followed by an illness, means you are starting to get sick. You aren't fully sick yet, but you feel it's starting. A sore throat, a little cough, you're coming down with something.
It feels like the weight of the sickness is coming down on you. That's how I remember it.
That's a great way to visualize it. And let's hope you feel better soon. We don't want you coming down with anything serious.
Thanks, Ayla. I'll drink some tea and rest. Now, what about come along? I hear that in two different ways.
You're right. Come along can mean two things. First, it can mean to accompany someone. If I'm going to the store, I might ask you, do you want to come along? This means, do you want to go with me?
And the second way?
The second way is about progress. If you are learning English, I might ask, how is your English coming along? This means, how is your progress? Is it getting better?
Oh, I like that. So I could say, my guitar playing is coming along nicely.
Exactly. It's moving forward. It's improving.
This is so helpful. We've already covered so many. Let's take a second to just listen to how these sound in a real conversation. Let's imagine a little scene. Imagine I'm at work and I'm talking to a coworker.
Great idea. Listen closely, everyone. Try to hear the phrasal verbs we just talked about.
Hey, did you finish that report for the meeting?
I'm working on it, but a few issues came up this morning that slowed me down.
I understand. We really need to come up with a solution for those technical problems.
I agree. Actually, I came across an interesting article yesterday that might help us. I'll send it to you.
Thanks. By the way, are you still coming over for dinner on Saturday?
I hope so, but I feel like I might be coming down with a cold. Can I let you know tomorrow?
Of course. I hope your work comes along well today and you feel better.
That was a perfect little dialogue, Jack. Did you catch them all? Came up for the issues, come up with for the solution, came across for the article, coming over for dinner, coming down with for the cold, and comes along for the work.
It sounds so much more natural than using formal words. If she said, I encountered issues or I discovered an article, it would sound like a textbook, not a conversation.
You're totally right. English speakers love these phrasal verbs because they make the language feel more fluid.
Let's try another one. This time, let's imagine two friends talking about their hobbies.
Okay, I'll start. Hey, Jack, how is your new photography hobby coming along?
It's going great. I've been taking a lot of pictures lately. I actually came across a beautiful park near my house that I never knew existed.
That's wonderful. You should come over sometime and show me your photos.
I'd love to. I'm trying to come up with a cool way to display them in my room.
Oh, I have some ideas. Let's talk about it next time you come by the office.
Perfect. I'm glad our conversation came up today.
See? It's very easy once you start thinking about it. Don't worry if you don't remember all of them at once. Learning English is a journey, and you're doing great just by listening.
Exactly. Even if you only start using one of these today, that's a big win. Ayla, I have one more for you. What about come out?
Come out is very common too. It has a few meanings. One is very literal, like the sun came out after the rain. It means it appeared.
We also use it for movies and books, right?
Yes. When does the new Marvel movie come out? It means when is it released or published?
I also hear people say it came out wrong. What does that mean?
That's a very important one for learners. If you say something but it sounds meaner or stupider than you intended, you can say, "I'm sorry, that came out wrong. I didn't mean to offend you."
Oh, I say that all the time. Sometimes I try to be funny, but I just sound rude. I have to say, sorry, that came out wrong. I didn't mean to offend you.
We've all been there, Jack. It's a very useful phrase for fixing social mistakes.
It really is. So we've talked about come across, come up with, come over, come by, come up, come down with, come along, and come out. That's a lot.
It is a lot. Let's take a moment to talk about these words one by one so our listeners can really understand the meaning.
Good idea. Let's start with come across.
Okay. Imagine you are walking in the forest and you find a beautiful flower. You didn't go to the forest to find the flower, you just found it. You can say, "I came across a beautiful flower."
So it's like a surprise discovery. I came across an old friend at the supermarket yesterday.
Exactly. You didn't plan to meet them, it just happened. Now, what about come up with?
That's the one for ideas. Like if you were playing a game and you need a team name, you have to come up with a name. You use your imagination to find an answer.
Perfect. And come over?
That's the friendly invitation. Come over to my house. It's about moving from your place to my place for a visit.
And don't forget come by. It's a short visit. Can you come by the office for 5 minutes? It's quick and easy.
Then we have come up. This is when a topic appears in a conversation or a problem happens. The subject of money came up during dinner.
Or, "I'm sorry I'm late. Something came up at home." It's very common for unexpected events.
And my favorite, or maybe my least favorite, is come down with.
Right. That's for when you start to feel sick. "I think I'm coming down with the flu." It's that first feeling of being unwell.
Then we have come along, which is about progress or going with someone. How is your project coming along? Or do you want to come along to the party?
And finally, come out. The sun comes out, a movie comes out, or your words come out wrong.
That is a fantastic list. I feel like I have a much better handle on come now. It's not just about moving towards someone, it's about ideas, health, visits, and even how we speak.
It really is a super word in English.
Ayla, I have a question. Sometimes I hear people say, come on. What does that mean? It sounds like they are frustrated.
You're right, Jack. Come on is used in a few ways. If someone is being slow, you might say, "Come on, we're going to be late." It means hurry up.
But I also hear it when someone says something that's hard to believe.
Yes, like if I said, "Jack, I think I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow," you might say, "Oh, come on, Ayla, the chances are so small." In that case, come on means "I don't believe you," or "Don't be silly."
Oh, that's funny. So come on can be hurry up or I don't believe you. Context is really important, isn't it?
It is everything in English. But don't worry, the more you listen to podcasts like this, the more you will understand the context naturally.
That's true. It's all about listening and practicing. Speaking of practicing, should we give our listeners a challenge?
I love that idea. Listeners, we want to hear from you. We have a question of the day for you to think about.
Today's question is, has a problem ever come up that changed your plans?
That's a great question. Maybe you were going to go on a trip, but something came up at work. Or maybe you were going to meet a friend, but something came up at home.
Answering this question is a great way to practice because it helps you use the phrasal verb come up in a real sentence about your own life.
Exactly. For example, I could say, "I was going to go to the cinema last night, but a work emergency came up, so I had to stay home."
Or I could say, I planned to go for a run this morning, but a big rainstorm came up, so I stayed inside and drank coffee instead.
Those are perfect examples. Try to write your own answer or just say it out loud while you're walking or driving. It really helps your brain remember the phrase.
And don't worry about being perfect. The most important thing is just to try. Even a short sentence is a great start.
Absolutely. We love hearing your stories. It makes the language come alive.
Well, Alem, I think we've covered a lot today. I'm feeling much more confident about using come in all these different ways.
Me too. It's been so much fun talking about it with you. To our listeners, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, if some of these phrases feel difficult right now, just listen to the episode again. Repetition is the key to learning.
That's right. Every time you listen, you'll hear something new. Your English is coming along beautifully, so keep up the great work.
We are so proud of you for taking this time to practice. Make sure to join us next time for more tips on how to speak natural, everyday English.
Bye, everyone. See you next time.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Oh, wait, Ayla, before we go, I just remembered, did that new book you mentioned ever come out?
Oh, yes, it came out last Tuesday. I came across it at the bookstore yesterday and bought it immediately.
That's great. I'll have to come over and borrow it when you're finished.
Of course, you can come by anytime.
Thanks. Now we really are finished. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.